Well, tonight is the night. We're talking about the Academy Awards, of course, and who will the big winners be? Awards editor and columnist for The Wrap, Steve Pond, joins us with a preview of what we can expect. Let's start with the return of a host. In this case, three hosts. We're talking about Amy Schumer, Regina King, and Wanda Sykes. Your thoughts? I mean, you've got two well-known comedians and an actress.
Yeah, I mean, I always feel like the Oscars are better with somebody visibly running the show up there on the stage. So I think it's smart that they went back to hosts. Really, you know, you can book the best people in the world, and if you don't give them something good to do, they're not going to be great hosts. So that's the real question. I mean, obviously, all three of those women are capable of doing a terrific job. The question is, what are they going to give them to do? And, you know, and how smoothly are they going to work as a unit, or is it going to be one for a while and then another one? You know, we don't know, but there's certainly going to be no shortage of talent up there on the stage.
Absolutely right about that. Okay, so when it comes to some of the top categories, tell us who you think will win and who should win. And let's start with Best Movie. Who will win and who should win?
Okay, so Best Picture is really, really close, I think, between The Power of the Dog and Coda, a Netflix movie and an Apple movie. And I think Power of the Dog is sort of the critics' favorite and the one we all thought was going to win for a long time. But I think Coda will probably win because it's less divisive, it's more of a crowd pleaser, and it's peaking at exactly the right time. So my guess is that in a very close race there, Coda will win. As for me, the movie that moved me the most emotionally would be Belfast. And so if I had a vote, I would probably vote for that one, which is Kenneth Branagh's movie about growing up in Northern Ireland at the beginning of the Troubles there.
Okay, what about Best Actor? Who do you think will win and who should win?
I think Will Smith will absolutely win that one for King Richard. I don't think there's much question there. You know, I think there are other great performers. I mean, I think Andrew Garfield in Tick, Tick, Boom was terrific. And I think the guy who got overlooked, if you could ever say that Denzel Washington has been overlooked, is Denzel for The Tragedy of Macbeth. You know, I have no quarrel whatsoever with Will Smith winning, but if I had a vote, I might give it to Denzel instead.
Oh, okay. All right, what about Best Actress? Who do you think will win and who should win?
Right. I think Best Actress is the tightest of the acting races. It's the one where there's not a clear winner. I mean, probably it's going to be Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye, where she basically transforms herself into Tammy Faye Baker. But we absolutely cannot rule out. Well, you can't rule out Kristen Stewart for Spencer, even though she didn't get a lot of previous awards at other shows. But also Penelope Cruz for Parallel Mothers, which is a Spanish language film. She's just amazing in that. You know, personally, I love Jessica Chastain. I will be very happy for her if she wins. But if I had to vote on the basis of a single performance, I might go with Penelope Cruz.
Okay. What about some storylines entering the night that you're going to be monitoring?
I think there are two big ones. One of them is, you know, they have a new plan this year to save time in the show because the show always runs long. Their plan to save time is to give out 8 awards in the hour before the broadcast starts and then edit those categories into the broadcast as it's going along. Now, that plan has been met with a lot of anger from the industry and from Oscar watchers and a feeling that they're disrespecting those categories. So what I want to see is how well is that going to work? Are they really going to be able to respectfully edit those categories in? And are we going to see protests on stage? I mean, are we going to see the industry push back on this idea that certain categories don't deserve to be handed out live? You know, I think that's one big question about this Oscar show. And the other one we won't know until Monday, but it's how many people are going to watch. Yeah. You know, the last few years, the Oscars have been on a real slide in terms of ratings. You know, last year they got, I think, 10.4 million viewers, which was less than half the lowest they'd ever had before that, which was the year before. So how many viewers can they get back this year? Because if they don't get back a lot of viewers, they're in real trouble.
Yeah. Do you think it's because people haven't been going out to theaters to watch these movies? What's your opinion on that?
I think that's part of it. I mean, part of it is the distraction of the pandemic, but it's also the Oscars felt like an event when movies were the things that you left your house to see. Now that movies are something you watch on your TV along with everything else, or on your computer screen or on your phone, handing out awards for movies feels like less of a big deal than it used to be. And I think that's hurting. And it's also just people's viewing habits. People don't say, oh, what's on at 8 o'clock tonight anymore. So you just have fewer people watching live TV unless it's the Super Bowl. And that's hurting them. And also the fact that movies don't feel as special as they used to.
Yeah, sadly. All right, Steve Pond, thank you so much for joining us. And we're going to keep track of your predictions.
Okay. Thank you, Amy.
All right. Have a great weekend. And we are just hours away from the red carpet. We have lots more still in store for you, including an exclusive look into this year's celebrity swag bags coming up in our next hour. Keep it right here for all morning long for your Academy Awards info. We're talking traffic closures and a look at the after parties. We'll be right back after the break.